Let's meet the starters now for your Los Angeles Lakers. Starting at power forward, 6'8", number 2, Jarred Vanderbilt. The big man, 7 feet, number 5, DeAndre Ayton. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. The other four position, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James. Starting at shooting guard, 6'8", number 77, Luka Doncic.
Let's go.
And head coach of the Lakers, Ray Redick. And that is your Los Angeles Lakers.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Porter and Conley up in the forward spots. Traore is out there with Thomas. And it Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, the post pair formed will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. With the playoffs on the horizon, Richard, we're seeing some of the top teams rest their players a little bit.
Yeah, you want to prevent injury, but you also want your go-to guy to have some fresh legs. Limit their minutes now. It'll pay dividends in the postseason.
Here's Traore. Right side, Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clowney drains it from beyond the arc.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's James.
Player standing out of bounds. Violation. Brooklyn ball.
He didn't have the ball. He can stand out of bounds. I can boot it.
Last game for the Lakers, they pick up the W against the Pacers in Indianapolis. There's a screen. Thomas inside. He's defended by Reed. And the basket by Thomas.
Thomas does need a lot of space in this situation. He is so good at breaking defenses down.
The drive by James.
Wow.
Traore with the rebound. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11 and stolen by Ayton. Here's Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw
Taking
line.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Oh,
That's off as well, so he misses both. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
The Lakers off to a slow start. And with this group, the term record-setting might be an understatement when you look at their accomplishment on the road. Over 35 wins. It just doesn't even compute.
And they've somehow figured out pretty much every team in the NBA and how to beat them. So they are the team to watch as we get into the playoffs.
Here is Porter after Luka Doncic's bucket. Yep, that one goes.
He's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
LeBron passes to Reeves. Pass for Vanderbilt. Back to Reeves. Vanderbilt, a screen on Thomas. Reeves finds Vanderbilt.
Nice pass by Reeves, leading the floor. That's one of his strengths.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Clowney. Outside Thomas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Porter. Last time out he had 13 points. Outside Thomas. For 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. And LeBron throws it down.
LeBron, the old man, throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Not just a scorer. Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Doncic. Lakers working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Porter passes to Sharp. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Here's Traore. Scoreless thus far. Thomas against Reeves. The 11-footer. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Reeves the pass to James. Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. Reeves outside. Gets the three-point to fall.
There it is with Reeves. You don't have to worry about his confidence.
Here's Traore. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. There's the pick. Thomas passes to Sharp. Count that one. Sharp's got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Lakers trail by 4. And here is Doncic. 23 points his last outing. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Traore. Baseline jumper. Again, the Nets for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
Oh, he's a walking bucket. And to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
People twice.
The Lakers making a switch here. Smart's checked in. So a moment now to see the story for Rui Hachimura.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
They get a hand on it.
Ball.
Fast break, the Lakers. Smart wide open, he fires.
Get smart.
3-point bomb. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. And the Nets miss again.
He's very confident from that range. You can't make him all.
Vanderbilt, a screen on court. Pass to Vanderbilt. Over in the corner, Doncic. Takes it inside. Smart on the wing. And the Lakers again from deep.
Beautiful.
Shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Traore. Well yet to score. And the Nets, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations. The short time span between folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time
Previous play is under review. 2 shots.
instituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Bullshit.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can sometimes break to make the right call. And so the word is in, they decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking and the game continues on.
Hayes is checked in for DeAndre. And that one falls for Traore. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Vanderbilt. And here's Smart. Lets it go with the three. And
Look at Smart.
With the triple.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Nets trail by 5. Outside Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. Porter, no luck. LA's run 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Now, here's Doncic. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis. Averaging about 24.5 points a game.
And I love how Doncic reads the floor, varies his pace, and uses every trick of the bag to get where he wants to go.
You're Smart. That one good
Thank
for
you.
2. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Basket is
And
good.
boy.
Chance for one more at the line.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump after this league.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Kennard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Mann's checked in for the Nets. Demon comes in for Traore.
Undrafted out of college, Austin Reeves has beat the odds and become an outstanding player.
And so, Tony Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's the Lakers.
He's checked in for the Lakers. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they've been on a roll this season. Currently first in the conference, but they know they still have a lot of work to do.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Reeves. Pass to Hayes. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. More than if everything had just been smooth. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Reeves, defended by Mann. Thomas against Kennard. Outside, Smart. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Demon. Guarded by Smart. Left side, Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What a smart play by Porter Jr. Using that shot fake. You can tell he's from a basketball fan.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 11. Reeves outside. In the corner, Smart with it. Pass to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Hachimura setting the pick for Kennard. Whoops, there's a 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Brooklyn ball.
Now he's checked in for Michael Porter.
Substitution. Number 4, Drake Powell.
Nets trail by 11. And that one is hammered home.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Reeves. Launches it. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Heisman. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Reeves with it. 6 points for him. Inside. Powell with the steal. Marcus Smart, he's leading tonight and has been a driving force for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So it's the Lakers now. They've led by as many as 14 points, shutting the floor for the Nets. They've got Powell. Also, Demon out there. Nicholas Claxton out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward position. Nets trail by 9. And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, that's not easy to come by.
When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think score. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
No good on that one. Second free throw, good. Here's LeBron. Pass to Hayes. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 10.
You can't afford to leave anyone open on LeBron James' team because you know what? He has proven he will find them.
Man. A rebound by the Lakers. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Reeves, that's a two-pointer, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's a 12-point Laker lead. second quarter. We're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Demon, and the layup's good off the
Take
glass.
him, man.
Demon's got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Claxton the pass to Man. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Demon. Pocket 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Second team.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
The first one falls for. So for the Nets, Brownie's checked in, and Porter subbed in for Terrence Mann. No good on the second free throw. Still doing it at this age. Richard, remarkable stuff for LeBron James.
I wasn't sure the day would ever come that we actually see him playing on an NBA court with his son Brian. Back when I was playing with LeBron, it seemed like a bit of a dream.
Back to Reeves. Shoots over Traore. Reeves can't hit. Nets trail by 9. Pass to Clowney. To the left side wing. Here's Traore. That 3 off the mark. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Here's the screen to the paint. And Hayes throws it down.
If Reeves in that set, he can really pick his poison there and go for his shot or create for a teammate.
And so Jorge Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers high squad.
Hands checked in. Now look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Lakers #1.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
To the wing on the left. Again, no good by Brooklyn.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Reeves outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James with a deep 3. And with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Porter outside. And the Nets miss again. Lakers leading by 11. Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Reeves against Claxton. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. That Nets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside, Smart. Pass to LeBron. In a wide open look for Hachimura. And the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Traore. 6 on the shot clock. In a screen on Reed. Man can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 14. Now LeBron. 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Hayes with the screen for Hachimura. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Traore. Now, man from downtown. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Outside, James. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Pass to Traore. Here he goes. Clowney lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Clowney's got 5.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Here on the big screen. You must have left your dancing shoes at home.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Jake LaRavia comes in for LeBron. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Then for the Nets, Sharp comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Thomas subbed in for Terrence Mann. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Porter. And LaRavia slams in.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane and he'll thread the needle.
Nets trail by 14. Here's Porter over to the wing. Here's Traore, guarded by Doncic. And Clowney can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lets the 3 fly. And LaRavia's got his second basket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's the foul on Jake LaRavia. That is his first foul of the game. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic outside. Sharp against Ayton. On the wing, Doncic. Ayton sets the pick for Doncic. Again.
Well, good.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Outside Thomas. Lets a floater go.
Yeah, get that shit.
Rejection by Ayton. He gets it in there.
It's still in the bag.
Basket of the night. Los Angeles leading by 17. Smart passes to Ayton. And it's Doncic, top of the key. Pass to LaRavia. The shot.
LaRavia.
LaRavia's got 8 here in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Thomas surveying the knee, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
The fourth team foul.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Thomas. Clock at 4. Over Smart.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Hachimura, the screen. Doncic passes to Hachimura. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Thomas. Pass to Traore. Shoots over Doncic. Traore can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Oh, shit.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Deflects the pass. Here's Hachimura. Traore with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Pass to Clowney. Now, here's Sharp. He's covered by Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Traore to the middle. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Doncic outside. To the left wing. LaRavia with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Hachimura. And here's Doncic from the arc. Clowney pulls it in. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Pacers.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Thomas on the Lakers. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Smart passes to Doncic. Got it off in time, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
It's so far.
One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, coming down the stretch, final month of the season, can they find a way to climb back into the playoff picture?
Well, right now they're way back in the pack, but I guess you never know. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Nets.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Lakers leading by 20. James pairs with Vanderbilt to make up the forward pair. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Ayton in at the 5. It's J.J. Redick 5 as we get into the second half. And here's Brooklyn. Pass to Thomas. Sharp with a screen on Doncic. Thomas's shot is off.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Bounce pass from Reeves. Here's Ayton. The baseline jumper goes down.
Smooth shooting from mid-range. Ayton knows when to look to score from there.
And for the Nets, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Pass to Thomas. Now Porter. Outside Thomas. Takes it off the glass. Thomas got 8 points.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Reeves against Thomas. Ayton sets the pick for Doncic. From the arc, and it goes for the fifth time in 10 shots in this game.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Shorey trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Doncic finds Reeves. Ayton a screen on Thomas. Here's Reeves.
What a foul!
Rebound by Sharp.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Reeves against Thomas.
Shut up.
On the wing, Porter. Covered by LeBron. Pass to Sharp. 5 on the clock. There's Thomas with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
Doncic looking it over. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 for him tonight. And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. start of the playoffs and see how the East is stacking up. You look at Brooklyn, it's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
Checking out Brooklyn, their inconsistency has kept them from climbing into the playoff picture. They're still not completely out of it, but with roughly a month to go, it's put up or shut up.
Pass to Traore. Here's Clowney. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the sub.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Guys, back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Pass to Ayton. Thomas against Reeves. LeBron James on the wing. Vanderbilt setting the pick for James. The wing jumper off target. Nets trail by 20. Here's Clowney. Outside Thomas. Sharp with a screen on Doncic. Here's Thomas. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. Reeves outside. Doncic against Thomas. Ayton, the pass to Vanderbilt. James. The dunk and the powerhouse move.
Thank you.
For one more in the line. That one on Porter.
After all these years, LeBron still has the fire, willing to do the dirty work.
First team foul. At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James. Shooting one.
At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Well, there have been a few small forwards helping their teams in all sorts of ways lately. Like this group, leading the position in rebounding the last 10 games. Second, Michael Porter. And, of course, LeBron James.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
One word you always hear used to describe these guys is active. They don't leave it to just the bigs to do the rebounding. They get in there and do the dirty work themselves.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
A rebound by the Nets.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Traore. He's defended by Reed. Pass to Clowney. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his third assist on the night.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Doncic passes to James. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Toure. Vanderbilt against Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out left to the wing. Here's Clowney. Off target with his 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic.
Where's the foul?
Sharp's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Thomas. On the wing, Porter. Back to Thomas. Here's Clowney. Buries the long-range jumper. Clowney's got 12 points in the game.
And during his time in the league, the assist numbers have steadily improved for Thomas.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Nets trail by 20. Here's Toure. Puts it up from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Reeves outside. Doncic outside. The 3. Good for basketball. In the contest, he's shooting 6 for 12.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
They get it back. And it's Sharp missing. And so James will bring it up for L.A. Reeves outside.
Thank you. No fucking time.
Shy away from contact.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Fucking foul.
So well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have it.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from just dropping triple after triple.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. In Los Angeles with some changes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for LeBron. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Mann subbed in for Porter. Free throw good. Reeves.
Austin Reeves shows you what can happen with hard work and the right mindset. He hustles hard, and the results, well, they speak for themselves.
And Reeves drops them both. Here's Mann. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Thomas. Back to Mann. To the inside. Doncic with the steal. Ripped away. Out to the wing. Pass to Mann. Here's Clowney. Outside Thomas. There's a good screen. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Reeves outside. 5 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup. Reeves has got 12 in the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Pass to Thomas. Will it go? Reeves with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Thomas outside. It's good from long range. Thomas got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. And here is Doncic. He's got 14. Smart passes to Doncic. Shoots over Traore. And it's Doncic missing. And for the Nets, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Jake LaRavia is checked in for Doncic. Here's Reeves, defended by Mann. Up top, Reeves. He's got 12. Hands it from downtown. 14 points for him.
And he's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to LaRavia. Now here is Hachimura. Over Porter. Hachimura, no good. And the net shooting for the game at 42%. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Releases. Hachimura, no good. Hachimura's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Porter passes to Mann. Shoots over LaRavia. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Los Angeles holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. Terrence Mann is out there with Demon. And it's Highsmith in at the 3 spot. Lakers leading by 23. Reeves outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
And Reeves is on a tear. Every time he touches the ball, this man's looking to score.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. He's defended by Reeves. With the drive, a 3 ball. That shot misses. And Los Angeles guys shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Against Claxton. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Nets with possession. Now, man, pass to Claxton. Claxton a screen on Reed. And it's Demon missing.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's Porter with the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ayton sets the pick for Reeves. And that one is stuck right through.
You got to finish strong whenever you can. Reeves does not waste that opportunity.
Here's Demon. Down low. Jacks up a 3. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 4th rebound in this one. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the paint, here's Ayton, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
That's what coach is asking from Ayton on the interior, to be assertive.
Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was.
That free throw, no good.
A double-double machine who can also block shots. You won't find many centers with Ayton's size and talent.
Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for the Nets. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Here's Reeves, defended by Man. Outside, Smart. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Reeves with it. Pass to LaRavia. Ayton inside. Defended by Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Back to LaRavia. Ayton a screen. Fires the 3.
LaRavia. It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, Man. Over to the left wing. Pass to Highsmith. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Man, guarded by Smart. Outside, Porter. Pass to Man. And here's Sharp. He's covered by 8. Sharp, the pass to Highsmith. Basket, good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now, Reeves. And here is Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Left side, Smart. Here's the 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Denon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And the Lakers call time here.
We need you to rise up, get loud, for Lakers.
Some changes. Hayes is checked in for 8. James comes in for Hachimura. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Then for the Nets, Conley's checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Terrence Mann. James sets the screen for Doncic. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little extra on that one.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And the Nets with possession here. Outside Thomas. They set the pick. Over Doncic. That misses off the backboard. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. James a screen on Thomas. And Doncic gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Pass to Traore. Here's Clowney. Corner outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. LeBron kicks to Doncic. Puts up a 3. Porter pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Traore. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about 5
minutes.
Bullshit. In real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn. Traore taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Kennard, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he sinks the second. Lakers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to James. Now Kennard. Thomas covering. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic.
Okay. Man, come on, James. Getting activated. Putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
Gwinnett shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%. Not playing with as much energy here lately. There's the screen. High post shot. Outside for Thomas. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Pass to Kennard. On the wing, James. from 13, 6 to shoot. Now Doncic. The three. Drains the three-point. Doncic has got 19 points.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had the first.
Up top shot and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 19-7 run. Doncic outside. That one falls. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Traore, guarded by Doncic. Traore can't hit. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. James left side. Brooklyn with the rebound. Clowney's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Hachimura is checked in for James. Jake LaRavia comes in for Jake LaRavia. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Smart subbed in for Luka Doncic.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Los Angeles has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Hachimura setting the pick for Smart. Pass to Kennard. Outside, Smart. This one for 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas. Hands the shot from the wing.
With the ball in his hands, Thomas is crafty moving downhill.
Hachimura, the screen. Nice shot by Smart.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Pass to Traore. Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
A 2-game season series. They win them both. They complete the sweep.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
That was an emphatic answer by Porter Jr., looking to dominate him from beyond.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Hachimura. And he banks in the layup.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, LeBron, this is the last game for a little while, so as a team, how do you approach the break?
Well, we got a couple of days off, but everyone needs to stay in tune. Even though we're not going to be on our feet or on the basketball court, everyone needs to continue to just work your mind, work your body as well, and get ready for practice.
Well, try to mix in a little rest before you get back to the grind and enjoy it. Thanks, LeBron.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Good. I'm from downtown. Very good. Probably the most we had this season. Only 8 free throw attempts. Man, please. Bench points is good. Good second half. Okay, 21 and 10. Reeves 19. 7 of 11. Marcus Smart coming out of nowhere. 16, LeBron 13, Ace 12, 12 and 12, Arabia 11. Good job, good job. Seven to 27. Damn. Porter Jr. 28 shot. Good defense. for watching. Thank you guys for watching.